I don't think I'm boring. I don't know. Maybe I'm boring.
I don't
My
think you're
kids
boring.
probably think I'm boring, you know, but yeah, boredom is a dangerous place. You know, we talk about it a lot in early sobriety, especially, you know, that because we'll start grabbing for stuff, you know. Boredom is more of a feeling, I think, than an action. It's like that feeling that I have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel bored. I feel like, and we look around our immediate space and justify not doing anything that is needs to be done or that's on the to-do list, you know, because there's always something to do. It's just finding the outlet that best suits whatever emotion or feeling I'm in, you know, and sometimes that's just so blank, especially in early sobriety where I'm really not connected with who I am or what I'm doing or where I'm going or how I'm feeling. You know, everything is coming off of the heels of so much trauma and dysfunction that, you know, my dopamine and chemical levels are fallen. You know, I've come off of, you know, such a high for so long, and maybe, you know, comes after a moment of, like success or I've completed something. It seems like when I'm riding that high, like that pink cloud or whatever, I never feel bored, you know, but coming off of the end of that, which is a natural progression of ups and downs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we've said it so many times that, you know, this recovery, this journey is not linear. It's not a straight line. And so when I'm living up here, up in the high zone of emotion and joy and excitement and success and freedom and all the good things, eventually that starts coming down, you know. But up here, I don't feel bored. I feel fulfilled and I feel excited. And then when all that starts wearing off, I start coming back down here. And I get down here and I look around and not much has changed other than the way I feel about my life. And I start looking for something to give me that next hit of excitement and joy and bring me back up to that cloud nine level.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, you know, what got me excited before doesn't get me excited again. You know, what made me not feel bored doesn't make me not feel bored now. You know, thinking about doing the same thing again, regardless of how it felt last time, kind of seems boring, you know. And so monotony plays a big part of that. You know, I think, you know, am my bored or is this monotonous?
Right.
You know, kind of thing. And the important thing is to get through it, right? Regardless of that. And hopefully you can get through it as we have so many times with doing either something positive or at least not doing something negative.
Yeah,
Like
well, I think that's the biggest thing is like really, you know, finding that space where I know what I'm not doing. Like I can turn it into a positive, right? Like I could use that moment of boredom to fuel something new, something exciting. But like the important part is really knowing what not to do first. And so, you know, just like so many things in recovery, I had to unlearn a lot of stuff first. So I had to unlearn this, you know, immediate sort of response that I would feel in going after something negative to feel that, well, to cure the restlessness with something, right? With something external that I was going to put in my body that would just cure the discomfort that I feel from me being in a situation where I'm crawling out of my skin for whatever reason, right? and really sort of like unlearning that and then turning it into like an opportunity to do something positive.
Yeah.
Because I think about like, you know, even like being a kid and, you know, finding those moments where it's like a rainy day and you can't go outside and play and it's like, oh man, I'm so bored. You know, like I don't know if you remember any moments like that, but I doubt in those instances that I would sit around and fucking fantasize about doing drugs. Like I found something to do. You know what I mean? It would usually be something creative. Like, you know, like maybe play a video game or, you know, play a card game or interact with my brothers and sisters or whatever the case was, you know, like I was generally going to do something positive with that boredom.